Welcome you all to the second lecture of our environmental engineering, and today we will discuss about the topic design period and population forecast. So first of all, let us know what design period is. Okay, you see I am giving you one instance like uh, the water mains, including the distribution pipes that are laid underground, it cannot be, it cannot be replaced or added easily without, digging the roads or disrupting the traffic. So, in order to avoid these future complications or expansions, so what is done? The various components of a water supply scheme are purposely made larger so as to satisfy the community needs for a reasonable number of years to come. So this future period or the number of years for which a provision is made in designing the capacities of the various components of the water system or water supply scheme is known as your design period. So such a scheme which is designed for a design period of say X years, okay, X years, then it is supposed to satisfactorily serve the community needs up to the end of X years. I hope you have understood. So, and also we have to remember that the design period, it should not or it should neither be too long or neither be too short. The design period cannot exceed the useful life of the component structure, and uh, it is guided, by certain factors. Okay, I hope I am being able to make you understand about what is design period. Okay, so it is written here that the future period or the number of years for which a provision is made in the designing the capacities of the various components of the water supply scheme, it is known as the design period. Next we will know about the factors affecting design period. So first is your useful life of component structures and the chances of their becoming old and obsolete. So design periods, it should not exceed those respective values. Next is your ease and difficulty, that is no, likely to be faced in expansions if undertaken at future dates. For example, you can say more difficult expansions mean choosing a higher value of the design period. Next is your amount and availability of additional investment. Likely you can no likely that is going to be incurred for additional provisions. For example, if the funds are not available, one has to keep a smaller design period. Next is the rate of interest on the borrowings and the additional money invested. For example, you can say if the interest rate is small, a higher value of the design period may be economically justified and therefore adopted. Last but not the least is anticipated rate of population growth. Okay, it includes all possible shifts in communities, industries and commercial establishments. For example, you can say if the rate of increase of population is less, a higher figure for a design period may be chosen. Next is your design period value. So water supply projects under normal circumstances may be designed for a design period of 30 years. Okay, so these are some of the design period for different components of water supply scheme according to GOI manual. You can see in the chart. Okay, so next is your population data and growth. So for population data, so the present population of a town or a city, it can be determined by conducting an official enumeration called census. The government, it can also generally carries official surveys at intervals of about 10 years, okay. And sometimes, smaller period surveys are also conducted by the state governments or local bodies. Next is your population growth. So in order to predict the future population as correctly as possible, it is necessary to know the factors, affecting the population growth. So basically there are three factors responsible for the changes in population growth, and they are birth, death, and migration. So next is your population forecasting. Okay, so population forecasting. What is population forecasting? So population forecasting is defined as the method of determining the expected population for a particular design period of a water supply system with the help of the study and analysis of future events and available records. Okay, I hope you have understood about population forecasting. So next we will discuss broadly about population forecasting in our next part of this video.